edition of the Sports War. And we are back. We got the full crew in the house. That is what it's all about. The Yankees, out of any team in the league, are the best equipped to handle a blow like this.
I think there is a higher power at play here. He's due law of averages. That dude is the ultimate scrub. It's trash. Yeah. Every person you have in there is fucking trash.
Next game, you're going to see a big performance. You can see it in the end of the game, and I'm just totally stoked and excited for this.
And we are back. Welcome to another edition of the Sports Pour here on a Feel Good Friday. Barnes and Tony, once again, what's going on, brother?
Not much. I'm excited to be here. Friday, big weekend coming up. Big show today, dude. The NL Central will be breaking down. Stoked for that. Always a good division, in my opinion, to be honest. At least the past few seasons. And then, yeah, dude, maybe talk some Olympics, maybe? I don't know, too. It's Friday.
Instead of talking about the Olympics, we're going to talk about the New York Yankees. First game of the spring training season in the entire major leagues getting underway in about 3 hours. Pumped to watch that. Gotham Sports app. I know Tony would always
get
a kick. Well, yeah, I mean, you have the app if you have cable. So that's I'm pumped to watch that. Yet since it's a road game, they just do a simulcast of the Oriole broadcast. But definitely excited for that. Lineup's already out.
What we got?
And let me just pull this up. The Orioles, I'll have to check a different source. I don't see their lineup yet, but you have Elmer Rodriguez starting. One of the Yankees' top pitching prospects that we've talked about. But you got Wells leading off at catcher, Caballero at short, Jazz at second, Ahmed Rosario at third. A guy that I'm not familiar with, Martinez. Let me get a name on this. Ernesto Martinez from Cuba. So it looks like that's a spring training invite. A lot of the non-roster invitees get the starts on the road. A guy I've mentioned many times, the Giants' former top prospect, Marco Luciano, came up as a shortstop. They have him in left field. Duke Ellis, who made his name as a pinch runner during the run to the World Series in 24. And then two more guys that are invitees that I'm not familiar with. Kennedy Corona, looks like he was once on the Astros. He's in center. And then Ali Sanchez, looks like he was on the Blue Jays. Three of these guys are actually all from Venezuela, coincidentally enough. So, one of those things where, they just want to get a look at these guys, and most of them won't make the team, but you never know when you'll need them later in the season. It's always good to have depth. And I did also see, too, that they are anticipating Jake Bird getting some action in this game. And obviously, they acquired him from Colorado last year, and he didn't pitch well in the majors or the minors for the Yankees last year, but I believe including this year, 3 years of control, they want to get him right. That's sweeper, and I'm sure he's been working hard with Matt Blake all offseason. So I'm excited to watch that. For non-local broadcasts, it's also on MLB Network. I'm looking forward to watching this, and I talk about this all the time. Just great to watch a baseball game. The top of this lineup, I mean, those are all starters. I think this is going to be good, not to mention, getting to see Elmer out there. They are really hyped about Elmer Rodriguez. So excited about that. A lot going on in the world of sports.
Trying to locate the Orioles lineup. I can't.
Yeah. Did you check the
MLB app?
Yeah.
No, not yet.
Because usually that's pretty good, but they might not have put it out. But it's interesting, since that's a home game, I would think that they probably have a good amount of regulars in the lineup, you would think.
You would think.
In Sarasota there.
Let's see. Rogers is the starter.
Okay, so Trevor Rogers, okay. And they don't have Baltimore's lineup out yet.
They do not, dude.
We'll see when that comes out. And then also, too, and they're going to actually resume the first round, I think in about 10 minutes from Riviera. There was a big rain delay yesterday, but all golfers either finished their round or were able to get through the front nine. And right now, Aaron Rye is your leader, 6 under par through 16 holes, and a one-shot lead over Jacob Bridgman and Rory McIlroy, who both finished their round shooting 5 under 66, par 71 at Riviera. Ryan Fox, 4 under par 67. He's tied for fourth with Marco Penge, who's 4 under through 10. And Pearson Cootie, the guy that the Philly Godfather recommended for that top 20, minus 368. Bahatia minus 368. Morikawa continuing his hot play minus 368. Aldrich Potgieter, we haven't said his name in a while. 3 under 68. Greiserman 3 under 68. Siwoo Kim's 3 under through 11. Johnny Vegas, my sleeper. Good to see him shoot a 69 yesterday. Good for 2 under par, as well as Matsuyama and Fleetwood. Rio Hisatune,
9.
an up and comer. He's a sneaky pick for a major this year. The 23-year-old player from Japan, 2 under through 15. So, and then the story of the day, Tony, tied for dead last. Of course, when I have him in my parlay, Scotty Scheffler plus 5 through 11 holes. So, good thing is when the horn blew yesterday, he had a birdie putt that would get him to 4 under if he were to convert. So that's where he'll start on number 12.
Okay.
And you would imagine he'll work his way back. And him and Bradley, because the way the cut works, elevated event, usually there are no cuts, but for some of them there are, and you have to be at least 10 shots within the lead. So, if he has a good finish this round, I would think he can get it to 2 or 3 over. And then shoot 66, 67. He'll be more than fine after that. But just kind of odd that it's just, and Brandel Chambly was talking about it on the Golf Channel yesterday. I was watching Golf Central after the coverage concluded. That it's been a first round thing. And he was saying maybe it's just preparation, thinking about it too much. But kind of odd for somebody as talented as Scotty Scheffler to get off to these poor starts. 3 tournaments in a row now.
Yeah. No, that is something maybe he has to look at. I mean, I feel like we've seen him, have some struggle moments during his career. Even again, these kind of little blips during what overall would be obviously a great season for him. Problems with putting, problems, off the tee, stuff like that. I mean, I think after all, Scotty is human, but I think like what you're saying though, I mean, it does seem like these tournaments he ends up trying to, or eventually finding his game. And then of course, it could be next tournament where he's just completely back to form. So I just feel like that is typical Scotty, no? Right? In some fashion?
But no.
You're saying right now is more so?
Well, 5 over through 11. I mean, there's nothing typical about that,
Yeah. But I mean, don't you think that this is something that he will like, or you anticipate him kind of working through and kind of making the cut, getting back to center?
Yeah, but I'm saying that hasn't been his MO his entire career to get off the starts, especially like this. You want to say, okay, like a 1 under, an even par, that's fine, but not 5 over through.
What do you
11.
think it is then? Do you think it's mental?
No, I think it's what Brandel said. I think it's just kind of pressing a little too much early.
He's taking like too many chances early on, like trying to get like extra fight on his ball, get those extra yards.
I think just tensing up, overthinking it, not playing. I think he just needs to play a little more loose.
Okay.
And I think he will. I'm excited to get the first round back underway, and I'll definitely pop on that coverage once that starts. But were you able to see any highlights or anything, or just?
I saw some of Scotty's kerfuffles.
Yeah.
But yeah, just highlights.
Rosie struggling as well. I think he's, if I'm not mistaken, 3 over par. And let me just double check that. Rose, yes, 3 over through 12. So there goes the parlay. No, but it's a very limited cut. So I mean, to get usually, come on, unless you're going to shoot 80 today or whatever for your second round, you're going to be within 10 shots of the lead. So we'll see what happens. But always a great tournament. Weather going to get better each day. Today, I think though the high is only going to be in the high 50s. But then over the weekend, we're talking high 60s into the 70s, full sun. So that's more Riviera, not I think it was like a 4-hour rain delay yesterday. Which round 2 start time delayed 25 minutes. 10:40 is the start time now. Wow. But when that does resume, I will definitely take a look and let you know if anything.
Bring you the live updates.
Is this live? Anything notable, pops up. But few comments in here if we want to get to those.
Yes, let's get to those here. Matthew Gabriel, first and foremost, says, "Hone now." He's pumped for the Friday show as always.
Yes,
dude.
Matthew, every day, pumped for the show. Opening day, daily text, Tony, about opening day.
There we go.
Arthur, the vibe, Billy's before the game.
Positivity.
I really wish we could wrestle Josh B away because he really had a good time with us last year, right?
Oh, yeah, great time.
I
with
know,
us last year,
dude. Just in that patio, the sun, that was really such a good time.
Yeah, dude, Billy's is sick, dude.
Yeah.
The train coming by and everything.
I mean, what do you think it'll take?
The earthquake.
What do you think it'll take to get Josh B?
I mean, just the okay from the wife,
Wait, I mean, what is it? Is it some doors, some free windows, something like that?
Oh, wow. Actually, yeah,
a couple
maybe.
windows,
Yeah,
especially in the summer, with the extreme heats, the winter with the cold, you get that triple glazed glass.
There we
like
go,
that we
dude.
could use right here.
Definitely
I think it's
could use it
probably
here.
51 degrees in the center of the studio right
Might
now.
be 47, dude. But yeah, maybe Josh B's in the market for maybe a new sliding glass door into his backyard, something like that, dude.
Yeah, come on, Josh. Just give us an opportunity here. We want to get you in the mix. We know you won't regret it.
Speaking of that, dude, you see his comment right there. Yo, with the what up fam.
What up, Josh B?
Happy you're in here for however short it is, Josh B.
Actually was talking to him last night on Discord for a little bit. Alan was there. We had a Kev Do loose cannon situation.
Oh, no.
I don't know if it was the wrong side of the bed, Oscar the Grouch,
Really?
something like that.
Just a little extra?
Yelling, dude.
About what?
It was a dumb argument. One of the arguments was just about how Don, because, the whole thing with the Devils when he worked for the Rangers and how for his job, he can't, talk too much about the Devils. But it was just a crazy argument. For some reason, he got so into it. And then the other thing that he didn't like is, I don't even know. I think, because at first I was doing my usual complaining about Rick and Dave.
Classic.
And then he tried, doing some comparison to me about, if Mets fans talking this show, and I was just saying, well, first of all, you're here, and then second of all, I have always said this, X is an old baseball conversation. I'll have it all day, but don't come at me yelling, Kev. And then he tried copying what I said about him the other day about how he doesn't like that usually, people just back off when he yells. So he tried copying what I said, and I just didn't let him get it out. I'm like, Kev, I just told you this 2 days ago. Why are you repeating what I said about you? And then he hung up, obviously, and then got into it with Ellen. And then that was the end of the Discord. So it was a interesting night.
Donna Lee also, said good morning to all of us. Good morning,
Donna. She witnesses too. He also, one liner that he said was that he wasn't angry, but he was
Well, I'm not angry. You're angry. Speaking of angry, Michael Buckta in here says it was 35 in LA this morning. Very rare that happens over there.
But isn't it hilarious? Butka, with the LA obsession. That's what brings him out of the woodwork.
The LA.
But this is an example of how he listens every day. He won't admit it, but we know he does.
We know he does.
But good to have you here, Michael.
It is nice. And some positivity he's spreading here this morning. He says, hope you two, you and I, as well as Michael, are doing well.
Yes,
and we
you
are,
too, Michael.
Yes,
You too.
You too. He wants to know what you've ordered at George's at the Cove.
So the last time I was there, because it's been, I think, 3 years since me and Sam went to San Diego. I know I went there for the Yankees-Padres a couple years ago. But the last time I was there, Michael, I got, well, first of all, the focaccia bread. Outstanding. Could have 7 baskets if I was able to. And then I got the pesto pasta with shrimp. And you could imagine with that third level overlooking the Pacific Ocean, how fresh that shrimp would be. So outstanding, Michael. Outstanding.
Yes, and speaking of the Pacific there, he says the Genesis Invitational is in the Pacific Palisades, which is in Santa Monica, he says, which had a high of 58 today. Not bad, but could be better. So that is and he actually hits you up again, 67 and sunny tomorrow, then 71 and sunny on Saturday and Sunday. So there we go. There is your weekend forecast.
Yes.
In the Pacific area, dude. We also have Jay Bird in the house who's pumped to watch some rugby tomorrow morning. He says, shall we overreact to preseason baseball?
This is almost like the Kev Do with the cracking up about his farts type of thing. You know what I mean? Or a little bit, though, right? I don't.
No, a little facetious there for sure. He also says he picked up a tea time for next weekend. Fingers crossed.
That honestly is a little asinine. I think it's good. I want to actually look this up.
Oh, really? You think it's crazy?
Well, I mean, don't you think it's going to be freezing, dude?
I would think so. Tea time down at the shore.
So, I mean, we're not talking about the Pacific Palisades. But let's see. So, for Stanford, next Saturday, a high, Tony, of 46 with no sun. So, yeah, I don't know about that. But I was looking because I'm riled, 8 days now.
Wow.
Until I go to Tampa.
That's
And the first 2 days on the forecast are calling for 75 and sunny on Saturday and 78 on Sunday, which I'm hoping to get a round of golf in before the Yankees and Phillies. So, yeah, looking forward to that. But what else we got?
We got Tommy in the house. Gentlemen, he says, USA, USA, USA.
Yes, and Tommy, because he said he was going to call in today.
Yeah.
Feel free to give us a call right now.
Whenever you want.
Yeah. Whenever's good for you.
Whenever's good for you. We're here. We're live. Kev do the Oscar the Grouch for many, many reasons, says Michael Buckta. My mother in the house says, good morning. Good morning, Mom. And then Buckta also, I want to send the third level of George's at the Cove so badly. A nice tenderloin steak he wants with mashed potatoes. And I guess he wants some guac.
No, I'm not going to lie, Michael. I know it's like, you're earning for
guac,
it, but I'm not going to lie. It is amazing and one of the best dining experiences that I've ever had when you consider everything, the ambiance, the view, the Pacific Ocean, the bread, that bread.
And there's a place called Brockton Villa. Brockton Villa.
And then the Brockton Villa, this is what, and Tony remembers looking this up, and I'm trying to think, I don't think I was on, but I was just commenting when you guys were doing the show and I was away, but you looked up the menu of the Coast Toast, remember?
Oh,
like
yeah,
the souffled
dude.
French toast.
That's right.
And then also I did get the carne asada Benedict, which was ridiculous. A cinnamon, with like the icing and stuff, pancakes.
God,
yeah, it's amazing, Michael. I don't know what else you want me to tell you.
And then Ernie also, he says, the chat had me missing the pod. No way.
Yeah.
Sorry. It looks like
Tommy?
Yeah, I think that was Tommy.
Yes, let's get Tommy. Let's get Tommy on the dial.
Yeah, let me call him back.
And Michael, spring training, because he asked where I'm going to Florida. Yeah, spring training next Saturday to Tuesday, 3 Yankee games, Lightning game, a couple rounds of golf. So I know that's going to make you jealous, the weather, but it's not Southern California, Barnes.
Yeah, that's what
that's what he's going to say. That's what he's going to say.
That is what he's going to say.
And then also he says to La Jolla, then after Georgia at the Cove, I want to hit La Jolla, Cove at sunset and stare at the sky. Good sunsets over there, Michael. Good sunsets. But also a very good caller on the line, or a great caller, that is, and that is Thomas Donovan. What's going on, bro?
Thomas.
Hey, ask and you shall receive.
Yeah, dude.
What's going on, man?
Nothing. Just getting ready for today's game against Slovakia, and still hyped up from the ladies taking them gold yesterday.
Yeah,
that was huge.
I did not catch that, but you had Chief in the chat with minute by minute updates on that game, and it seemed like it was right down to the wire. So you hope that's a good omen, almost kind of like the times when like the UConn women and men would both win the national championship. So we're hoping that
you can. They're on top.
So we're hoping the same thing here. Now, what are your thoughts, Tommy, on the two matchups today? You think we're going to have two more close games, possibly some more overtime games? And you think it's going to be Canada and U.S. that walk away with it?
So I think we're going to run away with this one.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Nothing against the Slovaks, but I'm thinking this could be like a maybe dual brother combination goals. So give me both Hughes.
Both
Both
Kachucks.
Kachucks. Love it, dude. Hell yeah. Yeah, it's tough for Slovakia. I mean, it's just, a lot of their talent has been playing, at a greater level than they have been, but it's just like, I don't know, matchup against the U.S., I mean, they just don't have the talent. They just don't. Yeah.
I mean, and when we got through Sweden, which was the one I worried about the most, because that team was awesome. That game was awesome.
Mika playing like it's March.
Yeah.
Close enough.
Yeah. No, I think we're well positioned. But it sounded like though you were alluding to saying that you think the Canadians could be in trouble.
It's gonna be a tough one. I haven't been super impressed. I think they've played it they've almost all overtime games in the knockout round.
No, I guess just the last one
Czech
was overtime, and then the other ones weren't actually.
France was
they were blowouts, really. The
easy
other
business.
games, but I mean, they played Czechia. Twice. They played them
them
twice. And then, but the first 3 games they outscored their opponents 20-3, and then had that overtime game.
So wait, who do they have today? Finland.
Finland, yes.
Finland.
Don't sleep on the Finns. They got some good hockey players.
Great hockey players.
That's going to start
Aho,
in less
Heiskanen.
than 20 minutes. They had a tight one with Switzerland last time out.
Yeah, overtime.
So we'll see if that result is again. And I guess Sidney Crosby. I don't know. There's some debate about the injury. State of him, right? I don't know what the injury is. I don't know if you know anything about that, Tommy.
It's something. Some leg injury. They really keep that close to the vest. I don't know if he's going to want to take playing for his country more seriously than playing for Pittsburgh the rest of the season, if he's going to have a chance of making it worse if he plays. But I know he loves playing for Team Canada, and this is going to more than likely going to be his last Olympics.
Yeah, so I would bet on him playing. It says here, obviously he left after the second period. Knee looked like it buckled before a big hit. Obviously, again, they're probably going to be monitoring that, especially if it is his knee. But you better bet, like you said, the 38-year-old Sidney Crosby here is going to do everything he can to play. So I would imagine he's going to try.
Yeah. Yeah. No, absolutely. And it just would be great for hockey, Tommy, to get that rematch, of the U.S. and Canada, the close games in the 4 nations, splitting the sixes. I guess this would be the rubber match, if you think about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, technically.
Oh, shit. Hold on. Wait a minute. And 1 hour ago, Sidney
playing.
Crosby not playing per ESPN.
Wow. Oh.
There it is, dude.
Did not see that coming.
Yeah, no, me neither.
But I mean, obviously, they still are. And McDavid taking over the captaincy for this game. But obviously, they're still loaded. And I think it'll be tough. But I'm thinking they squeak it out. It might be another overtime game, honestly.
Could be. Very well could be. But yes, if I were, I'm not much of a betting man. But if I were, I would bet on Canada to win today.
Ooh, yeah, the hit did look a little tough for Crosby.
Yeah, that's the tough thing with these Olympics. So yeah, we'll have to see how that affects them. But yeah, I think they're going to be able to squeak by. And you know what? I feel like I was looking this up too. The U.S., if I'm not mistaken, hasn't won gold since 1980.
That is correct.
You would be right, sir.
So I have to ask the question. Is this their best opportunity, Tommy? Like you think since then, or?
Yeah, probably. I'm trying to think. The 2014 team was pretty good
With Oshie.
Yeah.
They medaled, right?
Oh yeah, because
yes, they definitely did. Remember that epic when Oshie went
so they must
7%.
have they must have won the silver medal. I'm guessing.
Let's see here.
I believe so.
History and records. Bang.
Oh, and it was 2010 was the last. Yeah, so they won the silver. 2010.
Medal was 2010 games, Vancouver. U.S. took home the silver.
And that was the last time. Was that the last time that the NHL players were in the Olympics? 2010.
I think 14 was.
Yeah, 14 with
So, but they
Sochi,
did. Oh, they
I thought.
finished 4th.
Yeah.
Oh,
Looks
okay.
like it.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So I mean, it's
cool having the NHL players back in it.
Definitely.
Yeah.
And I believe in 80 they did end up playing. They played Finland in the final, right? In 80, I think. because
they beat Soviets in the
semis. And then they went on to play Finland. So we could have a rematch of 1980.
No, but don't you want Canada and just all those
sure.
I don't know, Canadian fans kind of sit down, we finally beat them, I mean, that would be pretty awesome, Tommy, no?
That would be great.
No, if we beat Canada in the men's and the women's, that would be all right, take your maple syrup and go home.
Wow.
Well,
leave the maple syrup and go home.
Because I feel like for a while, right? I mean, there was such a disparity. They had so much more talent. I mean, is it pretty much even at this point, you guys think, with the talent on both teams?
I guess in terms of talent, sure.
Right? I mean,
if anything, Canada has a slight advantage there.
But I mean, the U.S. with just Kachuk's,
and
Hughes, and Austin Matthews alone.
And the way Hellebuck's been playing for
that's ridiculous.
The US. Yeah, no, it's been greght. Honestly, especially too if Canada does move on and Crosby's still out. I mean, I definitely like our chances.
And Tommy, I've been impressed with Hellebuck because I feel like, he was injured, and I just feel like, he hasn't looked the same this year after having that outstanding season last year. But maybe it's just the international play that's really raised his game to the next level.
No, he's looked fantastic. I'm really surprised that they haven't even started Ottinger one game. I really thought Otter was going to get us, but no, Connor's been doing some fantastic work between the pipes.
Yeah. And you have to wonder, too, when you're on the team like that and you don't play at all, I wonder if, Ottinger is, steaming. I took all this time, come out here. I mean, I know you're, on the team, but you don't even get an opportunity. I mean, that has to be a little, I don't know, leave you with an empty feeling a little bit.
Yeah, I guess you're not wrong there.
And I think he's played better this year.
Bringing it up in Olympic Village,
Yeah, dude. Well, yeah, that's true. That's
pasta, dude.
So yeah, these should be good games, and I know there's nothing you could do about it, but I wish they could have these in prime time, because it just like Canada playing in 10 minutes. What is that?
Well, think about it. So they're 5 hours ahead.
5 hours ahead.
The fact that the U.S. has been almost, I think they've been 3:10 starts every game.
Yeah, for the most part.
Right.
I mean, how late can they start it in Italy?
But so I'm trying to think, because I don't watch the Olympics, other than the hockey. When they have NBC primetime, what time is that live? And what time does that go?
No.
Oh, that's not live. That's taped.
All replays.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Because I don't know. I mean, I feel like you could. I mean, I guess it wouldn't really make that much of a difference, but I feel like you could at least push the start time till 9 local, right? 9:30.
9:30.
Start at 4:30.
That'd be a 10 o'clock game. Why not, dude?
I mean, because we even have tournaments like that. When you have college basketball and stuff, and a bunch of teams playing the same day, where they're starting at 9 and 10 o'clock local time.
Yeah, no, very true.
I don't know. That's something they can do, but I know obviously it's an Olympic thing. It's a world thing. It's not just about how the time zone matches up for us.
It's not just all just based around us.
Based around Eastern Standard Time.
But yeah, that's the one thing. It's a little tough. People are at work. Not everybody can watch. But I have to say, I did watch a good chunk, of the last game, and it was exhilarating. And it's just that's why hockey's awesome, man.
Hell yeah,
it's great. The effort these guys put in.
Without a doubt, my friends.
Have you been watching the other parts of the Olympics or no?
Oddly enough, I get tied into random events. But I mean, snowboard halfpipe is awesome.
Yep, a lot of fun.
Unfortunately, I have watched, admittedly, some of the pairs figure skating. That's kind of incredible what they do, flipping these girls around.
Kind of reminds you of Blades of Glory a little bit.
Great movie.
Oh my God. So many references to that.
Yeah, I don't know. For me, you know what it is, Tommy? I don't know if you could resonate at all. I know you're a reasonable person because a lot of people attack me, especially in the group chat with everybody. But the reason why it's I love the hockey, but it's I guess it's for me, it's I just can't get into the other sports because it's besides every 4 years, no one even knows these sports exist. And then I don't know, just because we divided up by country, everyone's all of a sudden like a luge expert and stuff. I don't know. I feel like I'm good with the sports I have. You know what I mean? Like,
Well, that's fine.
Screaming at the TV during a curling match.
yeah, I don't know. It just it's tough for me to get there, but everybody yells at me for it. But I feel like you kind of know what I'm saying though.
I totally understand. I mean, but no shame in fucking rooting for the USA.
Yeah, exactly. And then the last thing I was just gonna ask you here, Yankees season getting underway today with spring training.
Oh yeah.
I'm pretty pumped. And we get to see one of our young guns starting today, Elmer Rodriguez. So that's exciting. Now that like the off season is come and gone, how you feeling overall, about the season?
I think we got to where we were going to be, basically. I was listening to some quotes from Judge and Stanton the other day. Judge said that, because obviously everyone has to wait for Boris, so like that was the Cody Bellinger hang up, and Judge said he was a little perturbed that nothing was happening.
Mm-hmm. Good word.
But I mean, our outfield's set. It's kind of overcrowded. Is Spencer Jones in the lineup today?
No, he's not. So really the only guys that are like regulars are Wells, Caballero, Chisholm, and Rosario. And then everything else is the non-roster invites to spring training because it's a road game. It's in Sarasota against the Orioles.
Oh, that's right. We're not at George M. Steinbrenner until
tomorrow.
Afternoon.
Yeah, and then that's always a great one because the first home game only, they do the pinstripe uniforms for that. So that's always good. But I mean, I think there's a lot of negativity, and of course, obviously I'm as big of a fan as anybody, and I would love for them to just go on the binges that they used to in free agency. But I think, if you look past that, I think we have a really good opportunity. I think the American League's wide open, and I think we have an opportunity to have one of the best pitching staffs we've ever had. Once everybody comes back.
When we get to late May, June, and Rodon and Cole are likely. First of all, I saw Cole was doing a bullpen session, hit 102 on the radar gun.
That's wow. I didn't even 102.
Oh, well, let's ease into it, buddy.
And you see also too, I don't know if he's still doing this, but the other day I was seeing video and he was going over the top motion. I don't know if you saw that.
Oh, he changed the arm angle?
Yeah, like the old school, like when the 1920s where they would literally over his head, like the arm, like.
Maybe that's just to put less stress on the elbow joint.
Definitely.
More on the shoulder.
Yeah. And you can't doubt anything Cole does. And that's why, everybody says coming back from that injury, the layoff, but in the age and all that stuff. But if there's one guy who's going to work harder than anybody and is just an assassin out there, it's Garrett Cole. So I expect nothing but the best from him this season.
Without a doubt. The dude's a mad scientist and probably knows his body better than his doctor does.
Yeah, no, absolutely. So I'm real excited. We'll see what happens. But yeah, excited to watch the game today. And hopefully, we'll be talking about. It's kind of crazy. The next time we're on, the hockey will be decided.
That's right.
So hopefully, Tommy, we'll be talking to you Monday about a gold medal for the U.S.
Yeah.
I will either call very happy or a little bummed out. Either way, I will touch base with you guys Monday morning.
Yes, sounds good, Tommy. And it's always great talking to you, man. Thanks a lot.
Have a great weekend.
Peace.
Yeah, have a good one. So that is the great Tommy Donovan. Why am I hearing stuff in the...
May have been just the show probably got that on my phone.
Gotcha. So a couple things I just wanted to touch on. Well, actually, you know what? Let's just first officially go to the world of Major League Baseball.
Instinct to left, it's 700. Albert Pujols.
Yeah, what a play! Stop it. Yeah. And Alonso cracks one. The Mets win the ball game. Out of sight.
And it works at 100 miles an hour. 14 strikeouts.
Drove deep to left field. There it goes.
All right, so today's MLB segment is brought to you by Velvet Llama, premium canned cocktails crafted by NYC bartenders with a playful spirit. Enjoy their award-winning espresso martini with Italian espresso and chocolate notes, the crisp Moscow Mule with Nigerian ginger, or the spicy margarita with organic agave and jalapeno. These ready-to-drink treats are made with the finest ingredients. Grab yours at velvetllama.com and ride the smooth wave with Velvet Llama. And Jay again doing the belly pats, no?
I guess a little bit. I mean, he knows you're not going to do the team luge.
And the biathlon is my favorite besides hockey.
Have you seen the biathlon?
What is it?
It is cross-country skiing mixed with shooting, actually.
Shooting what?
It's kind of like these little targets downrange. You have a little pellet gun you're shooting.
Okay, so kind of like skeet shooting?
They're not moving. They're stationary.
Oh, they're stationary.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they say that those athletes are like the best in shape people in the world for cross-country skiing, and they have to slow their breath down because there's stations to do the shooting at throughout the track. It is very fun to watch.
Yeah. No, that's kind of crazy.
Come on, dude. What about speed skating? Could you get into speed skating? That's cool.
Yeah, so what I was going to ask you regarding baseball, Tony. Come on.
All right. What do you got, dude?
I know we kind of talked about this quickly yesterday off air. But just the Cohen comments the other day, and specifically about never having a team captain when he was there. Like, what did you make of that? I just thought it was an interesting thing to say.
Yeah, the team captain thing was interesting. Lindor's comments about it also was.
I didn't hear. What did he say?
He basically said, "Whatever you got to do, we're just here to win games, almost."
Okay.
Which again, I mean, given the
tight.
Yeah, I mean, it's tough to say, but given the state of the locker room, you'd imagine there's still some type of, animosity or just like something in the room, right? There's something in the air there.
Something about a Juan Soto in the air.
Listen, again, you want to take what they say with a grain of salt, sure. But, I mean, all the reports, Cohen even talked about it too. It seems like for this season that they've put these things behind them, which is what you want to hear. It's what you want to see. It's what you need to have a successful ball club. But yeah, I mean, to that Cohen presser about how he was speaking about this season, and again, I get it. You're the owner. You want to remain, having a sense of, optimistic view. You want to be backing your GM, be backing the moves he did in the entire offseason. But it's tough for me as a Met fan to be hearing all this and still not have the same concerns that I do for this season. So yes, it does kind of irk me a little bit. But I guess I'm just gonna have to wait until we see the product on the field at the end of the day.
Yeah, yeah. And I'm almost thinking, like, and I don't know if you were kind of alluding to this. I know you didn't exactly say this, but like the whole reason that was said is to not like pick one side or the other with
Right.
Soto and Lindor. So
Yeah, of
that's
course.
the easiest thing to do. There's not gonna be a captain.
Right, exactly. So very kind of like political answer. And I mean, I guess you can go to the history, 4 captains in the history of the Mets and stuff like that. I mean, official captains anyway. So listen, if there is a player who's deserves the C, I'm sure he's going to get it. But I mean, again, given what we know about the locker room setting, it doesn't seem like that there is someone that deserves that captainship.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I guess we'll see what happens, dude.
Yeah. I mean, so I'm trying to, I guess I would say, like, so for you, like, just heading into this season, if you had to give me on the old Richter scale, 1 to 10, level of optimism for the season, where would you put it at?
Optimism for the season, like in terms of like making the playoffs.
Yeah, just having it be where you're competitive, you're a playoff team, like all that stuff.
I'm looking at about like a 6.5, 7.
6.5.
Optimism.
Okay.
you
All
know?
right. Well, I mean, the 7 starts where it's like, okay, all right, I mean, that's not bad.
Exactly.
Right?
Again, there's so many uncertainties here.
Yeah.
I mean, for me, it's almost 50-50 that they're going to make the playoffs at this point.
National League is competitive.
National League is very competitive. The East is very competitive. There are powerhouse teams you have to get through, and I mean, you have to get through your own locker room, your own woes first.
Yeah.
Riley sending me, clips of Bo Bichette just not feeling anything at third base. It's like how am I supposed to have that much confidence? And we haven't even talked about the rotation and what it's going to look like. So it's just like it's tough, dude. But I mean, if this season doesn't work out, it's going to be like a get rid of Stearns and Cohen's on the shit list.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's something.
All-time pressure.
So, I guess we'll have to see. But definitely, a lot of question marks. And
Yes.
I guess it'll be right at some point. Okay, because really, I'm trying to think. Central, East, West. So we only have the East left.
Yeah, that's
to
it.
do the first 2 days of next week.
That's correct.
That's kind of nuts.
It is kind of
Kind
crazy,
of just
right?
flew by. Like
It
it doesn't
did.
feel like we've done that many.
No, it doesn't.
previews.
I think because maybe it was split up. Too,
Yeah,
like
the
that,
long
dude.
break. Yeah,
for
So
sure.
we'll have to see where we have them in the divisional previews. And I know I sent this to you guys in the group chat. And just the general thing of it too, because I'm surprised I forgot to mention this the other day. But I guess it's like a 2-part thing. Like, what did you think about the whole like Tony Clark, the sister-in-law, ousted from the MLBPA, and then to couple that with the dog reaction about it not being a big deal, quote unquote.
I don't know about Russo with the big deal, right? Where did that come from?
But you know what it was? I think he sounded hilarious. Obviously, it sounded ridiculous.
Right.
But I think part of it was like, so first of all, he was trying to say like, especially all these people that are in high positions of power, celebrities, all this stuff, that they have affairs all the time. So I think that was part of the answer. And then I think the other part was he was trying to say that it's not anything legal. Like, you know what I mean? It's just
Like
a
illegal.
family. Yes, exactly. Illegal. That's just a family issue. So I think he kind of just said it the wrong way, but it kind of, the way he said it, obviously, he made it sound like he was saying it's not a big deal to have an affair with your sister-in-law.
Yeah, dude.
So I don't know if Jeannie Russo has a sister, but
Better watch out.
Yeah,
dude.
yeah.
And she, the sister-in-law worked for the PA
Yes,
though, right?
yes.
So like, I mean, that's where you kind of get into like
Conflict of interest.
unethical.
Yeah, they're talking FBI possibly involved at some point. I don't know
really?
what that would be. You know, just in I don't know what legally. You know.
Yeah,
what
again, I would
ramifications
imagine
there
the PA would have to launch an investigation
Yeah.
to make sure there was no like, unethical things happening within the workplace. Not even just like them like sweeping, but even in terms of decisions being made. So I mean, it is pretty serious, especially as we get into the the PA negotiations, with
Right.
the ownerships. I mean, this is something that is pretty huge. I mean, this is your director of the PA here. So not a good look, but I don't know. I mean, kind of like an odd timing when I first heard it break. It's like kind of weird, don't you
It's
think?
almost like there was a smoking gun
right.
that somebody just wanted Clark out. He seemed like such a prick.
Yeah,
too.
yeah, he does. But I wonder if it's like the owners are like happy now. Like, who knows? I don't know who's gonna step in for him.
Yeah, I think they named an interim. I don't even
yeah.
know who it is.
But I wonder if he's like an owner's guy or something like that.
Yeah.
It does seem kind of weird. That I'm not saying that this guy was framed or anything, but I mean, it seems like he did it.
Let's see, Meyer.
yeah.
Let's see what's the first name here. Bruce Meyer. He's the new interim executive director. Mixed feelings about taking over. He's not happy about the circumstances that led up to it. He feels for Tony. We all do. None of us expected that and can't say anybody's celebrating at this point. I've been representing players in the unions for almost 40 years. Dedicated my career to protecting, advancing player rights. It's something I've always been passionate about. So somewhere Marvin Miller is smiling. And actually, I see you have passing on there. He was on with Michael Kay, and he was saying he expects there to be 0 games missed, which is something that I've said all along.
Oh, wow, that's
the
nice.
money at stake, you know what I mean? Like somebody, and obviously not everybody has these high salaries, but somebody like Kyle Tucker, why would he want to miss out on $60 million? For
Absolutely.
what? There's just, no reason.
Nickels and
And then
dimes.
it was hilarious. I'm guessing you weren't listening, but the other day Michael Kay was talking about the Tony Clark situation.
Yeah.
Going nuts, like just about scumbag.
Family.
Is it really worth it?
Yeah.
For that moment of pleasure, like it's good. Like
Yeah.
we all like it. It's gonna. He kept doing that.
dude.
And you see that he doesn't put himself in compromising situations.
He said that about himself.
Yep.
What
yep.
a.
And then he
oh
says
my
he knows a lot of players that it's like, yeah, like it seems like, okay, married, yeah, but then they don't act that way. When they're out on the road, they don't. Like, you're just like, it was like a 20, 30-minute like lecture.
That's
about it.
crazy, dude. He did that too when what coach slept with like an intern? Was it a college football coach?
Oh.
Recently.
Was it Kiffin?
Was it Kiffin?
I don't know.
It was recently, like around the Christmas party.
I know. Yeah, I don't think
Yeah.
it was I don't think it was a big time.
No, it
coach.
wasn't huge. For some reason, Pittsburgh comes to mind. or
No,
something
it
like
wasn't
that. Wasn't
Pittsburgh. Let's see. Coach sleeps with intern. By the way, Patty's here.
There we go.
What do we got?
He says 39 years of service for Tony Clark, I guess. And not only Michigan. It was Michigan.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
I can't believe because that was so long ago.
That
But then,
was.
like, barricading himself, threatening to kill her.
Yeah, that's right, dude.
Crazy. All because he got caught with his hand in the cookie jar.
Yeah.
Imagine what Dog said that day. I didn't listen to him. He got caught. He got caught.
Oh my god.
Oh,
That's so
man.
funny. Well, Kate went on that rant that day at the fucking at your mom's house.
Yes. So hilarious stuff, kind of. But anyway, so we are talking NL Central here.
Yes.
So if we look at, kind of just the lay of the land, you look at Milwaukee, they lose Jansen, Rhys Hoskins, Jose Quintana, Eric Fetty, and Shelby Miller. They also trade Freddie Peralta to the Mets,
That's right.
but do pick up Jet Williams and Brandon Sproat. So you'd expect them to play big roles this season. They bring back Woodruff. They get Zerpa from the Royals. They get Kyle Harrison, Shane Drone, David Hamilton. But they do trade Durbin, Monsterio, Seigler, and a balance pick. And then they bring in Akil Bado. And it's interesting because like this they gave him a C+ on Yahoo. It's just saying like it's not smart to doubt them. They always make a lot with a little. But I have to say, I mean, we'll do our exact same things, but I'm expecting them to take a massive step back. I mean, I just think they didn't really bring in anyone of consequence, and it just doesn't feel like a team that's got better. And then like offensively, I mean, you got Churio and Christian Yelich, but like other than that, I mean, I don't know. I just think, for the team, they won all these games last year. Didn't they lead the majors in wins?
97 wins last season.
Yeah, nobody won 100.
That's
so
right.
I don't expect them to be that team this year. But
no, I don't think so either. I don't know about a massive step back, but again, it's so tough because, like you said, people always count them out, and they always do make the best of what they have. You do imagine Sproat will have a good season with them. I don't know about betting on Woodruff for another year. I know he looked great coming back from the injury, and before then he was absolutely lights out. But
Grisham-esque qualifying offer.
Another year older for Woodruff. That injury is tough. I don't know if he can last a full season if you're going to get 33 starts out of him.
Yeah.
So we'll see. But I would imagine Yelich. He had one of his better seasons last year in terms of run production.
Left,
That's what I mean. Like, you saw him last year. I think he tied his career high in getting caught stealing. Obviously as the age goes, he's 35 years old now, which is kind of crazy to think about as well. And then obviously down the stretch of the season, in the postseason, just the offense was nowhere to be found. So, I question if they consistently, put out some good run production this season. But I would imagine they're still competitive in the division, no doubt.
Yeah. So we'll have to see. The Cubbies had an active offseason.
Yes.
They do lose Tucker, Brad Keller, Pomeranz, Pearson, and Willie Castro. And it's so funny. Call him with like 150 text messages about the Yankees, the lecture. I'm done arguing with him about this stuff, but it's like, call him. Why don't you just like maybe call in and like just let somebody else talk for a second? Jeez.
Wow.
But so the Cubs, they sign Bregman, they acquire Edward Cabrera, they bring back Imanaga on the qualifying offer, and then they sign former Met great Phil Matone, Hobie Milner, Caleb Theraball, Jacob Webb, Hunter Harvey, and former Yankee legend Tyler Austin, obviously famously homering back-to-back with Aaron Judge when they both made your Major League's debut, and then having the fight with Joe Kelly at Fenway Park. But yeah, I think the Cubs had a great offseason. We'll see if Bregman can stay healthy. You lose Tucker, but I think they're probably the best team in this division. But again, we'll talk about that. The Reds, they lose Nick Martinez, Zach Littell, Scott Barlow, Austin Hayes, Miguel Andujar, and Santiago Espinal. They bring back Eugenio Suarez, had the 50 home runs last year, struggled with the batting average after the trade to Seattle. We'll see, if a move back to the Great American Ballpark, where he's played most of his games in his career, kind of gives him some better results. We'll see. Obviously, the strikeouts an issue, and they're expected to feature him at DH. They signed J.J. Bleday. They acquired Dane Myers. They re-signed Pagan, signed former Yankee Caleb Ferguson, former Brave Pierce Johnson, and then they acquire Brock Burke from the Angels and send Lux to the Rays. Obviously, Ellie De La Cruz, is the guy you think of there, and I think they have a talented team. I like bringing back Suarez, so they're a team to watch. Obviously, was a playoff team last year. And then you have the Cardinals, who, I feel like for years have been, kind of headed in the wrong direction here.
Yeah.
They lose Mikolos. They acquire some prospects and draft picks from the Mariners for Brendan Donovan. They acquire Dick Fitz, Brandon Clark for Sonny Gray. They acquire Hunter Dobbins, Farito Ejeda from the Red Sox for Wilson Contreras. They acquire Jack Martinez for Arenado. They signed Dustin May. They signed former Met great Reen Stanek. And then they selected Matt Pushard in the Rule 5. So you get rid of some of those older players, which isn't a bad thing, but I think this is just a rebuilding year, and I don't really see how they could be, a 500 team.
Yeah, they're going nowhere.
Yeah. And speaking of not being a 500 team, the Pirates, even though they have some of the most exciting players in the game with Paul Skeens and O'Neal Cruz, McCutcheon looks like he's not going to come back, as well as Pham and Holderman. They bring in Don Kelly as the manager. They sign Ryan O'Hearn. They acquire Brandon Lau. They sign Ozuna. They acquire Garcia from the Red Sox. They sign former Met Gregory Soto and former Astro Jose Urquidy. So, I think for once, the Pirates obviously notoriously cheap, Tony. They did bring in some players here, so I don't know. I
like those moves.
Yeah, I think
like
they could
moves.
be a 500 team.
Approach the bench.
Right? Something we haven't said in a while.
Yes, they have the ability to. We'll see in our breakdowns.
It's kind of crazy we're going to see Skeens. Like, that actually adds some juice to the Mets opener for me.
Oh, yeah.
No, I'm saying, like, the first time, none of us have seen Skeens.
I know, literally
Yeah.
never. So I'm so fucking pumped.
Yeah, that's going to be...
Like, it's going to be way better than the Yankee opener.
Okay, now. So,
Come on.
we'll start with you. Order of finish from the top here in the Central.
From the top, dude. All right, let's get started jumping in here. I do have the Cubs winning this division here.
Smart man.
I do love the additions they've made to this roster. You mentioned Bregman. Tyler Austin, in my opinion, he's not really, whatever. Edward Cabrera they picked up as well from Miami. He's all right, 27 years old, I believe, or 26. Fastball's at 97. Could use some work. His ERA is a little bit bloated, I think in the high 4s. But if he, rounds out, he'll be a good starting pitcher there. And obviously we know about the rotation, Boyd, Imanaga, Tyone, having better seasons of their career last season. I do like the addition of Bregman too. I think, if they do make the playoffs, which I do have them making the playoffs, he'll bring that experience. He could hit 20 homers in a season, no doubt, I feel, right? And then, of course, Michael Busch had a breakout season last year. The first baseman, 38 homers, 90 RBIs, a 261 batting average, and a WAR of 4.5. So obviously, kind of putting in the work, and it seems like based on the rest of his seasons, he's going to continue to trend upward. We know about Nico Horner as well. His performance, postseason, regular season has been so dynamite for them. So I got them winning the division at 98 wins. So second place here, I do have the Brewers here, and I think they will keep it tight. They will keep it competitive. They're going to be 97-65 on the season, I believe. I know losing Peralta is tough. He brought 17 wins for them last year, which I believe led the majors. But picking up Sproat is pretty huge. They do have, I know I mentioned Woodruff, another year older. He could be good, could miss some time. I would imagine he will be relatively efficient for the time that, he is healthy and pitching for the Brewers. But you also have Mizorowski, Priester as well. The Miz, dude. Those are young pitchers that kind of, jumped into the spotlight last season. Spotlight.
Or you could say Sproatlight.
Yeah, and then Sproat mixing in there. Should be great. So, and the offense will be solid.
Breaking news.
What do you got?
Courtesy of Joshua Burgos, U.S. Women's Curling just lost. Sad face emoji. Patty with a sad face. So it's tough to see a friend like Josh be so upset, so distraught over a loss in curling. And, I think better help, right? Peter always recommends that.
Peter always does.
So for a loss like that, it might be something Josh might want to consider, right?
Yeah, no, very true, very true. I will say when I was in Minnesota, a lot of the U.S. curling team players are from Minnesota, both on the men's and women's, so they were pretty riled for the curling. But in any case, I'm sad to see that, Josh is so sad. Milwaukee will be a little sad losing out on this division as well, but I still think they'll be pretty solid. Churio, was great in the postseason as well. Yelich is someone who's got to show up in the postseason if they end up making this postseason.
Even have a sniff.
Kind of
a
ridiculous.
chance.
I think he was batting like 180 in the postseason last year. Just really just did not show up at all for his team. But in any case, they're going to be in second place, 97 wins. In third place, watch out, Brian. I have the Pittsburgh Pirates in third place
There you
here.
go.
An 80-win season for them. They're not quite the 500 team, but close to it. 9 wins more than last season. We mentioned their additions of Brandon Lowe, and Ryan O'Hearn. Lowe was great last season, one of his better seasons of his career, which has been pretty lengthy, too. 31 home runs, 256 batting average, and an OPS of 785. O'Hearn, 17 homers, 281 average, OPS of 803. It's 63 ribbies in the season. So those are going to be huge offensive additions to the lineup. And this team hasn't had a ton. You think of, obviously O'Neal Cruz, Brian Reynolds, good, but they strike out a lot. So I like O'Hearn and Brandon, what they bring to the team. And obviously, Skeens and Keller is solid. I don't know about your Quiddy, excuse me.
Yeah, I never thought he was that good.
I mean, another year older, too, coming back from injury, missed almost the entire season last year, right? He's going to be a bit of a question mark. But hey, man, they have a lot of young pitchers, past Skeens. Jose there at 30 is the oldest pitcher on their roster.
Wow.
Which is pretty wild. So you never know. Maybe some young guys will also come out of the woodworks there, which is why I have them in third place. In fourth place, I do have the Reds. I'll take them at 79 wins. They just seem like a very, very below average team. I know you have Suarez. That guy is, walking 30 home run season, I'm sure. But he also comes with almost 200 strikeouts. So, you get the good and the bad with him. And it also took one of the worst, collapses by a team in the history of sports for them to make the playoffs last season. So I have them missing out and taking a step back from last year. And then, of course, St. Louis, last place here, 70 wins for them. You mentioned, they've just been trending in the wrong direction. Brendan Donovan, Sonny Gray, those losses are going to be super tough.
Wilson Contreras.
Contreras is a loss. He led the team with homers last season with 20, Brian. So not great. And it's like, who is their opening day starter? Is it like Palante? I don't know. Their rotation is going to be probably not great. So, and who's their bullpen also? I don't even know who their closer is, to be honest. So their last place, 70 wins, and that is my take on the NL Central.
There we go. I have to say, Tony, I agree with you wholeheartedly about the Cubs. I think clearly the class of this division. Obviously, they make the playoffs last year as a wild card. After having their eyes set on a World Series, having Tucker for the year. But I just think their pitching is going to be unbelievable.
Yes, sir.
And I think Bregman, leadership and really shoring up that left side of the infield with Swanson as well. So I have them winning, I'm going to say 95 games. Obviously winning the Central. And then in second place, I'm gonna go with the Reds. I like their young nucleus of players. Hunter Green has really came on the last couple of years, and Ellie, I guess didn't have as great of a season as he did the previous year. But I think they're actually gonna find themselves back in the playoffs. I am gonna say they will win 87 games.
Wow. Okay.
And that should be good for the third wild card spot. And then Milwaukee, I have them taking a major step back. I have them actually 500 at 81 and 81. Third place, the loss of Peralta, not enough juice in the lineup. Yelich past his prime, losing Hoskins. They have Churio, but what else do they really have? And then in fourth, I have the Pirates. I think another step forward here. I'm going to say 79 wins for the Pirates. So I guess 79 and 83. So that'd be an 8-win improvement. I think they have the ability to go higher. Maybe they make some moves at the deadline. We'll see. But I think things finally moving in the right direction there. And you feel for the fans. Great city, great ballpark. So we'll see what they do. And then the Cards, I think, are a mess. I think they're a 65-win team.
Yeah.
So I guess that's 65 and 10 or Or no, 107. 65 and 107. No. 65 and 97. There we go. Close. But yeah, I think it's going to be, and attendance was the lowest it had been in years. So obviously that's not good for the owners there, but they're hoping this rebuild and the trades they made and the prospects they got for Donovan are going to get them back to where they need to be.
I hope so. I think it's good for baseball with the Cardinals.
Yes, great stadium. I'd love to go there.
Storied franchise.
And also, we do have the Orioles lineup out.
There we go.
So we got Gunnar Henderson at short, Pete Alonso at first,
Hey.
Basello at catcher, Tyler O'Neill in right, Colton Cowser in the. It just says that must be center field. Rutschman DHing, Hurton Kerstad in left, Colby Mayo. It looks like at third, and then is it Jim Jackson at second base? Let me just make sure.
Jim Jackson.
It is Jeremiah Jackson.
Jeremiah.
But yeah, obviously we'll talk about the Orioles when we do our AL East previews. I know people feel like they improved the most in the division. I still don't think they're a playoff team. I think the pitching is going to be a problem, but their offense will probably be solid if some of those young guys that they've brought up through their system develop.
We're doing that on Monday, AL East.
Sure. I mean, you offered it, so yeah, I'm not going to turn it down.
Well, it's just the way we've been doing it, AL and NL.
Yeah, that's true. Well, you're tight though because you're earning for the NL East.
No, it's good. We'll
save
end
for
on
last,
that,
save for
dude.
last.
Save for last. Sure.
So yeah, excited for that. And now we're only 2 hours and 4 minutes away from first pitch there in Sarasota.
That's right, dude.
Yeah.
And as far as I know, I mean, I don't think we've had a team predicted to have 100 wins yet.
No, but
So,
maybe
on Monday.
Yeah, maybe on Monday. We'll see. I mean, we didn't have a 100-win team last year, right?
That's right.
So you never know. But I would say it's an appropriate time, Tony, to pull up the old grid here. And actually, there is some Central
there we go.
feel here. Actually, all AL Central teams.
Wow, they've been watching us
in this one, so they know. We get the grid up, get the music going. And just kind
love
of
it.
Yeah, I don't actually love it either. It almost feels like the Silver Slugger, is the way to go on this.
All right.
But why not? 30 steals, Silver Slugger. Juan Soto.
Wow. Okay. Oh.
You know how to smell it?
Yeah,
Smell
come on.
your
Come
best
on.
player's
Smell
name?
it. Smell it. Come
Smell
on.
it. Spell it.
Smell it.
Come on.
Come on.
All right. The Silver Slugger for Kansas City. I'm thinking Mikey Moose.
Mustakis?
No, he never did it. What?
Maybe.
I don't think Kane. No.
I'm trying to think who else. Hosmer. You think Hosmer got it?
I know somebody did, but Hosmer.
So-
Yes, 6%. Good
All right. There we
enough.
go, dude. I would imagine Salvi would be high.
You're saying that's too
high.
And then Nelson Cruz for the Twins.
That won't be too high.
Nope.
Wow, 4%.
Yeah.
All right, there we go.
I mean, just a lot of options for that one. That's the big thing.
That's true.
Also, another 4% right next to him, Josh Donaldson.
4%. All right.
All
How about Dead Nuts? We can do Rich Hill.
Do Rich Hill, and then also next to Donaldson, Francisco Liriano. And it's a shame Liriano came out with such electricity. The Santana comparisons when he first came out, and then just never recovered from that injury. But he was like one of those guys like, oh my God, you got him for fantasy. You're so lucky. That's going to win your league. He was dominant that 1 year, and then never was the same. Do you remember him playing or not really?
Not really, no.
That's crazy, though. You know what I mean? It's not like you're like 10 years younger, Tony.
Well.
But no, I'm saying he was a big deal for a second, Look at that. Is it the first year? It was, 12-3,
yeah.
all those strikeouts,
Yeah.
And then
Holy
never
cow,
really did
144.
anything like that crazy after that,
Yeah, maybe 2010 had a good year, I guess, right?
But it wasn't what everybody was thinking.
No.
That was the thing there. All right, so
back to the grid here.
Back to the grid.
We can do FAM, White Sox Royals.
White Sox Royals. Also, though, an Ernie favorite.
What do you got?
Wilson Betterment, 0.3.
All right, there we go. Let's do Betterment. 0.3.
So we just need some stolen. Oh,
you think FAM had stolen bags? With
Fam,
the White
I
Sox,
don't
though?
think
Probably
so.
not.
No. Maybe a Potsidnik. Do you even know who that is?
We've definitely talked about him before in the grid, but
16%, but I don't know. I'm trying to think. And we could just see if we could think of anybody else.
Nothing from the
Let's
comments
see.
here.
Oh, Carlos Lee. Did he have 30 steals one year? Carlos Lee or Dwayne Wise? Let me just double check this here. So Carlos Lee, no. And then, yeah, Dwayne or Tim Anderson.
30, yeah, for Tim Anderson.
And I wonder though if that'll be
Higher. or lower?
higher.
I mean, I could check if you want.
Anderson didn't do it.
Anderson didn't do it.
And I feel like Dwayne Wise didn't do it either.
Ah,
Yeah, Immaculate Ordonez wasn't a base stealer. Just trying to think from other guys. I don't think Uribe was a base stealer either, right?
30? I don't think so, dude.
Kind of nuts. Just because the White Sox have been so bad
So
for so long.
dog.
Was Mike Cameron on the White Sox at one point?
I don't know.
Yeah, Dwayne Wise didn't do it. Let me just check. I feel like Cameron was.
But he needs to have 30 bags with the Whites. Like,
Right. No, I'm saying he might have.
Yeah.
Let's see. Cameron. He started with the White Sox. I didn't realize that. Let's see here. Mike Cameron is how old now, by the way? 1973. 30. Last game he was 38. Why isn't it? Oh, 53. Wow, that's crazy. Cameron is a no. God damn it. He was so close to getting it, too. 23 and 27 before he changed to Seattle.
Alexi Ramirez.
Okay. Let's do it.
Let's go, Josh.
Nice.
3% for
All right.
Ramirez,
Now we
Josh.
just-
Let's go.
Thank you, Josh.
He said maybe high, but no, it wasn't. Josh B.
Maybe high, but he's gonna say he wasn't.
So
jeez,
good,
the
dude.
Guardians, dude, because I feel like Vizquel would be high. I don't know, a Robbie Alomar spot, like Alomar 6%, good enough.
Let's do it. Robbie Alomar?
Yeah,
Wow.
one of your favorites.
6% for Roberto.
Were you surprised he didn't wear the Mets hat in the Hall of Fame? Or?
Yeah, a little bit there. It's all right though. Come on,
Come on,
come on.
dude,
It
come
wasn't
on.
really good. Michael.
Michael, what up?
There it is. Yeah, put it there.
USA.
USA, baby.
USA.
What? Free bird. That's right.
Free bird. Free bird.
Free bird.
Oh.
Gridiron?
Yes, gridiron.
Gridiron. Oh, whoa,
Oh,
whoa, whoa,
whoa.
Rajah Davis says Josh B. Also, I guess.
That would have been a good one.
Roberto.
The 10 sacks. Let's see here. So for the Panthers, Mike Rucker.
%1 for Rucker.
Okay, and then for the Texans, we could do Daniil Hunter.
%10 for
Daniil
Hunter. You know, we went to college.
No,
LSU.
LSU. Okay.
Look at that.
All right. Let's see here. So the Panthers and the Vikings. Let's see. Okay, that's not what I was thinking. And is this one? Okay. Rams, Vikings, Case Keenum.
10% for Keenum.
Right next to him, to the left, Sue.
Adamakin Sue.
Yep.
I guess I can just type in Sue. Is it, how do you spell Sue? S-E?
S-U.
S-U-H.
H. Kind of a weird spelling.
There it is.
All right. Let's think about this. So, Vikings, Panthers, and then the 10 sacks. Who's the guy? I think their best defensive player right now. Rams sacks Chris Fowler. I don't think that's the ESPN personality.
Wow.
That is. I don't even know who that is. And I typed it in. I don't know if I spelled Chris wrong. That is. I don't even see a Charlie Fowler. Where's Chris Fowler, Josh? Could you elaborate on it? Or no, I bet he means Dante Fowler. Yes, Dante Fowler, 0.4. Good one, Josh. Even though with the typo, we'll let it go. Right, Tony, or no?
0.4. We'll let it go, dude.
Let it go for now. For now,
dude. He went to Florida, by the way. Dante.
Okay. All right. Let's see. I'm guessing this is gonna be 2. Oh, okay. Dead nuts. Jared Allen.
Okay. 12% for Jared Allen. Bridgewater play for the Texans.
Bridgewater. I don't. I feel like the water was under the bridge at that point. Let me see.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, no Bridgewater with the Texans. Not Dobbs or Freeman.
Mike Glennon.
And then Josh said he's trying here. Matthew with a
Appreciate
come on.
Come on, Matthew. Give us one, dude. Vikings, Texans.
Just
Who do you got?
one, dude. Just one.
Give us one. One. One.
No Zane Gonzalez. No, it just feels like, come on. You know what I mean? Like we're 90%, not even 90, but you know. What is it? At 12, so we're 75% there?
Yeah, sounds about right. 2/3.
Let's see. The Vikings. Who else?
3/4.
Running back, receiver, not Brandon Cooks. And not Brandon Whedon.
Fitzpatrick spots.
Not DeLone.
No.
Oh, Fitzpatrick would be here, but that's going to be too high. And Minka wasn't on the
Mika
Texans.
Fitzpatrick.
Not the Texans, though. It's
He's a ball hawk, that guy.
not brother of Ryan, you know, who's 31%. Jeez, Panthers. Just because the Panthers are not Olsen, not Stewart, not Davis. Man, this is annoying. All right.
Look it up.
I guess start with Vikings Texans, and I could have used Daniil Hunter for that one. I should have saved that one. Not Arian Foster, not Adrian Peterson. Not Hopkins.
Oh, there's an obvious receiver here. Hold on, we'll stand by.
Not Stephon Diggs. Well, I guess we could see what it is, but 37. Yeah.
Could have used Keenum as well. Here's a running back. Hold on, stand by.
Hold on. Not Singletary.
This is a guy, second round pick to the Rams in 2020 out of Florida State.
And Josh just said it too. How crazy is
How
that?
crazy is that? Cam Akers. 4%.
I guess. And I know Dolphins Panthers is Matt Moore.
8% for more.
Okay, so just one more here. Dolphins Texans, and that's Larry Tunsil. Laramie Tunsil, Tony. Wow. So really, just needed help in one. Not bad. Oh, that was 22%, but whatever.
72 as we head to the hardwood here. Born outside the continental United States.
And I think I have a good one here. Hopefully this is because he was kind of like a cult hero. Yeah, 8%. Wow. I don't even know if I should do something different for that. I was going to do Taco Fall for the Celtics. Maybe I'll just hold that thought for a second, Tony.
Hold that thought.
And I'm thinking for the Pacers, it should be low. He was one of the most pure shooters of his generation. Peja Stojakovic for the 50, outside the 50.
Steel, S-T-O.
S-T-O-J.
J. There it is.
J-Man.
2%. He looks like a J-Man.
He does look ripped. Alrighty then.
Oh, Josh B.
Josh B. I don't. Batum for the
Ripped.
Clippers. Is that okay? 7. Good enough.
Platoon.
B-A-T-U-M. You know Nicholas Batum. No, heard his name. Right,
Heard his name, definitely. We've used him on the grid before.
All right.
What do you in college?
Nicholas Batum is from France. That's why he.
So, yeah, he's just a France guy, dude.
I think we can do Big Baby Davis for the Clippers and the Magic. Yes, Glenn Davis. He was actually indicted. So for Clippers Magic.
Okay.
Glenn Davis. He was indicted in the healthcare fraud situation with the former NBA players to get payouts.
Magic Pacers, Matt McClung.
Okay. Oh, wait, but let me just make sure because I want to make sure.
Is that too high?
Not that it would be too high, but I just. Okay, yep, we're good.
Wait,
Thank you, Josh.
Wrong?
Yeah. No, I'm just fucking with you.
Nah, I don't know, man. And it's Mac McClung, not Matt. Dead nuts, he says George Hill.
George Hill, okay.
Here we go. Josh B's rolling now.
Yeah, moving and grooving.
37%.
And that's where it all goes to shit, Josh. just fucking with you. Come on. All right. I think we could do Mr. Freedom. 2%, yeah. Celtics and Jazz. Ennis Freedom.
Ennis Freedom. Celtics, Jazz. Ennis with two E's. Ennis, maybe not.
ENES.
That's right. Oh, the ES.
And then the Celtics Magic. Is that a Keon dueling spot? Yes, it is.
Celtics Magic.
KEYON.
0.2.
How about that?
Go to college for dueling?
No.
Went to Mizzou.
Missouri. I'm trying to think. Was Prigioni on the Celtics?
He was born in Italy.
No, but was he on the Celtics?
I don't think so.
I feel like there's so many guys on
Remember
the
him on the
Celtics
Knicks.
that are not from, and he was not on the Celtics, but were not born in the U.S. Taco Fall, 8%. Oh, maybe Fab Melo? Fab Melo. I feel like he was born in Brazil, no? Let me see here. You know, he passed away. Let's see. Born in Brazil. Yeah, Fab Melo.
FAB?
Yep.
Oh.
1%. All right. So we just need Jazz.
Oh, damn. He's young.
Yeah. I forgot what it might have been a heart thing. I forget. It's tough. Jazz in the Clips. Let's see here.
Natural causes, it says.
That's crazy. Oh, Rodney Hood, Josh B on fire.
26
today.
years old, natural causes.
He was saying that corporate America. Yeah, that was crazy. I didn't realize that was the case. But yeah, Rodney Hood there for the last one. Maybe corporate America's done with.
Maybe.
That'd be some optimism, right?
You think opening day optimism?
Yeah, he never answered that. Like, Josh, give us something. Like, what can we do?
I mean.
Is it new windows? Is it a
New
storm
wall.
door? He says Steve Novak would have worked for that too.
Steve Novak?
Maybe some new
Novak
trim on
is
the
good.
outside. What are we talking? Not done, just holding for now.
On the new system.
The new system. No, but what about the opening day? So that's not done? Maybe that's what he
Opening
meant.
day system.
He says
Backdoor.
backdoor. A Tony comment.
Come on, dude.
No, but come on, Josh. I mean, I feel like,
Wow.
those are home improvement upgrades that everybody could use. No,
I will power wash your house personally.
Yeah, how about a power wash?
A
How
good
about
power wash goes a long way with the wife.
All right. So we got
300 wins, dude.
300 career wins.
We've done this before.
Our favorite.
For the Kings, we can do our man Sean Burke. He's always a good favorite here.
All right.
Bang! 3%. Calgary, we've done Cujo. The Cujo spot,
Nice,
dude,
nice.
5%. And 30 and 300. Trying to think something not obvious. You don't care about the Bradors or the Flurries or the Quicks
or the Hank
or the Hasek
or the Hasek.
or
What
the
about
Patrick
the
Waugh.
Jigger?
Jean Sebastian Jagger.
How do you spell that again?
It's G like Jean hyphen
Jean
hyphen Sebastian, right? Oh, maybe it's not.
Yeah, no, you're
It
right.
is, okay.
You're right.
How much?
No, he didn't do it.
He didn't do it.
Maybe he just didn't have 300.
I think we can do Craig Anderson. Craig Anderson.
Craig.
He may be like a
Anderson.
low key. No one thinks about Craig
0.7.
Anderson.
Nice.
Oh yeah, dude.
Very good there. Very good there.
Very good there. Canada with the 30 wins. There's definitely some old French guy I think we've used before. Is it maybe a Pierre?
Luc Dubois?
Nah.
Oh, Cam Talbot's 2%.
Pierre Plante?
Oilers
Edmonton?
Kings.
Yeah, okay.
No, Oilers Kings.
Oilers Kings.
Oh, whoa.
No. We should use him for 30 wins for the Oilers.
But what about
Oilers Kings? You could
what we could do? Stewie. 24%.
Stuart Skinner?
Wait, wasn't there another guy? Who did they have before Stuart Skinner? Jason Campbell.
Jack Campbell.
Jack Campbell.
Jack Campbell?
Oh, but was he a bomb with them? Or did he have one good season?
Oh, I'm trying to think. With them, he may have been a bomb, dude.
Dun, dun, dun,
Because he's really more of like a Toronto
He's
guy?
retired too. That's
Yeah.
nuts, dude. Yeah, no, I know Toronto. He made the All-Star team. Edmonton, 21-9. Come on.
So we got to do Talbot.
I'm just trying to think. Anybody else? What about like who was the tender during the Messier days?
I don't know.
Yeah, I guess if we don't have any options, you know.
5%.
Josh B says fuck the new system, and he says Cujo.
Cujo, dude, hype for Cujo, the Josh B special.
We know.
All right, so I know we could have done Oilers, Calgary, Cam Talbot also. It's so tough, Cam Talbot across the board.
Yeah.
There. But in any case, we can do Corey Perry, Edmonton,
All
LA.
right.
I think that'd be pretty solid. That maybe high, but 7%.
The Canadians and the Kings.
Canadians and the Kings is tough. Brian Boyle played for LA. I don't think he played for Canada though. This is another one of those grids too, where I'm like, we definitely have had these pairings before.
Yeah, it just it's like this is like you filling out a football grid right now for me. But I'll start with like, what do you think? Flames Oilers?
Yeah, do Flames Oilers. I'm trying to think, dude. There's got to be a few. I'm trying to think, dude.
Cujo we could have done.
Yeah, Cujo was one, but again, for the 300 career wins for Calgary, I wouldn't know who else.
There is a tender who I think he might have recently
Rob Leonard.
No. Recently retired. So he was on Edmonton the last 3 years of his career.
It wasn't.
Corey
it's not
just texted me and
Campbell?
said Denault. Who
Philip Denault.
Canadians Kings. Philip
Canadians.
Denault.
All right, there we go, dude. I was gonna say he's a Canada guy. 25%, but we'll take it.
And then, but yeah, this guy.
I don't know who
started out in Dallas. And then
Anton Hudobin.
No. So Dallas in 06, moved to Tampa in 07, the Coyotes in 2011, and then they moved to Arizona, obviously, and then he went to Calgary in 2017, and then he was on Edmonton from 2019 to 2022.
Goalie.
Yeah.
And he was good.
And he has that last name that I said that is so common.
So common. Oh, that was yesterday. Damn, what was the common last name? Smith. Mike Smith?
Yes.
Mike Smith. All right, there we go. I'll do Mike. Oh, Mike Smith. His best years were with Arizona.
Yeah.
That's right, dude. I do recall him now. All right, not bad. Let's go. All
right, so we need what? Flames Canadians?
Yeah, maybe a Tyler Toffoli spot though, because he was on Calgary. But I don't know for sure. Yeah, look it up.
20%.
Oh, for Toffoli?
Yeah.
Okay, we can do that. 20%, and then
30 wins
Montreal.
for the Canadians.
You have Patrick Waugh, also, which I'm sure will be high.
What about Montembeault? He didn't do it.
Sam Montembeault?
Yeah.
I don't think so. I don't know for sure, though. But I'm telling you, I'm not sure if this is the guy. Jacques Palant.
Yes.
Yes?
Yeah. It's JAC.
JC.
Q.
QU.
E. Yeah, there you go.
There he is. All right, dude.
Nice, dude.
Not bad. Not
86.
Bad. That's a good one. That's a good one right there.
Yeah. Yeah.
What a way.
Solid way to
Corey
wrap
getting
up.
involved.
Corey getting involved. Josh
Philip
B
Denault.
getting involved as
Cujo.
well. So good grids this week. And then also an update from Riviera. We have a new leader, Marco Penge, 600 par on his round. He's only through 14. And then some of the guys have actually started round 3. So you have round 2 and round 3 going on simultaneously to try to get everything in today. But Ryan Fox and Max Greiserman are both one shot out back at 5 under. Rye finished up his round this morning. He's just teeing off again now, but he's at 5 under. McElroy at 5 under. Bridgman at 5 under. And then Scotty back out on the course has picked up 2 birdies to go along with 4 pars. So he's currently playing number 17. So he moves to 3 over. So you think about 3 over, 6 under. He's within 9 of the lead. So right now he would make the cut, and you would imagine with 2 more holes on his first round and then a full second round to go that he will be just fine. Justin Rose has parred all his holes, so he's at +3. And let's see, anything else of note here? Goddard and Spieth still playing their first round. They're even par. Sepp Straka's at 1 under. Tom Kim and Ricky Fowler at 1 under. And let's see, Xander Schauffele's 3 under through 16, so he's off to a good start. He's struggled so far. So, I think this is going to be, down to the wire. And I would anticipate that when the warmer weather rolls in, over the weekend, that we're going to get some lower scores. Because obviously these conditions, Tony, right? I mean,
yeah, it's tough, dude.
And I'm trying to remember who did you pick for this?
That's a great question, dude. Who did I pick for this? I feel like Max Homa was my sleeper. I know that. Was it? Damn, dude. Who did I pick for this? It was someone.
If Dog was here right now, he'd say, "Hey, this guy doesn't even know who he picked." Tone,
I know, dude,
Tone, what's going on,
good.
Tone? You had in the gutter.
It wasn't Wyndham Clark, dude. Who? Tommy Fleetwood. Tommy Fleetwood.
Okay, and he's what?
2 under right
2
now.
under. 2 under.
Yeah.
Okay. What? You think
Where's
Scotty's
Homa?
going to end up in the top 10?
Yeah, I do think so.
Oh, wait, and how's Vegas shot? 69?
Let's see. Yeah.
Wow. So that was my sleeper. That would be something if he
71
were to
shot
win.
in round 2.
No.
Round 1, 69.
69. There you go. Come on.
Come on, dude.
And then other than that, UConn back in action tomorrow in a slew of games in college basketball, Tony. So it's a shame you're going to be tied up because you could just sit on that couch all day. College basketball, like it's the start of March Madness.
Stop it, dude.
We have number 4 Arizona at number 2 Houston. That's going to be a good one. UConn at this point, after losing last time to Creighton at home, a game against Villanova. That's must-watch TV. So Villanova 21-5, UConn 24-3. So not even that far behind them. That one is going to be played at what was once the Wells Fargo Center there in Philly, the Xfinity Mobile Arena. That's 5:30 on TNT. And Wyndham Clark there, was that for Bird? It was.
It was.
Sliding past the hole.
It's kind of weird this says first round here.
No, because they're still finishing the first round.
Right.
That's why.
All right, yeah. I guess so.
And also, how about this? So I just said, that 4 versus 2, 1 versus 3. How does that happen? And then also a neutral site game and a non-conference game, which usually don't get at this point in the season. Number 1 Michigan versus number 3 Duke. That is going to be a really good game. So I'm sure me and Corey will be watching that one. -2.5 Michigan is favored there. Number 1 team in the country, 25-1. Minwoo Lee, who's had a strong start. Riley smiling somewhere.
Oh, yeah.
He's 3 under, tied for 7th. This birdie putt on the way.
Oh!
It's funny. Do you feel like you have a kind of a sense? Like, because obviously there's some turns maybe you don't expect, but like 5-6 feet out, you kind of know. Even if it's not way obvious. I don't know. Sometimes I just feel like I know, like, oh, there's no way they're going to make it.
Yeah, no, definitely.
And this is Brian Campbell, who actually won twice on the PGA Tour last year. Probably the
Putting
least known golfer that won 2 PGA Tour events in one season.
Almost a 10-foot putt here.
So let's see. Campbell for
From
Bird, and he leaves it left.
Dude. Hard. Oh,
yeah,
wow, it's going.
Yeah. And then
Shaking his head, not happy.
you got Gonzaga, who actually has 2 losses now, hosting Pacific, and then BYU.
Look at those guys.
All of a sudden has lost some games. They're 19-7, hosting Iowa State, who's lost a couple themselves. 23-3 versus. I can't believe BYU has 7 losses, but tough non-conference. And then just lost to Arizona, but obviously led by AJ Dibanasta, if I'm saying it right. But that should be a great game. So games galore tomorrow. Not to mention the spring training slate. And you think there's any way? Do you know, is the Mets game on TV?
If it's on TV, I don't think it is.
It's not in Port St. Lucie?
No. Let me double check though.
And then Josh B says, damn, I can't wait to play golf.
Yeah,
you
dude.
and us included, Josh.
She got the tea time with Jay next weekend.
Yeah, the tea time with
Washington
Jay.
SNY, there it is. Bang.
There you go. And White Sox, you said?
Miami.
Yeah.
Miami, dude.
But yeah, golf is around the corner, Josh. That's going to be great. It feels like it's been 3 years since I've been out in the course. That's for sure. But yeah, kind of an action-packed weekend, and obviously, we have the hockey games today, the gold medal game on Sunday morning. The NBA was back. The Knicks got slaughtered last night, Tony. I don't know if you saw that.
I did see that. I heard about it on the radio.
That was embarrassing. And it was kind of interesting. First half, Cat, I think, had 2 points.
Yeah, what's the deal there? People are tight.
And then nobody could guard Cade Cunningham. They were going with a guy that they picked up off the street who was a first-round pick of the Spurs, and Jeremy Sochin at the end of the game to try to guard him. But Cade Cunningham last night, one of Michael's favorites, 42 points, 8 rebounds, 13 assists. Remember I told you that plus 150.
Here we go.
The value there. So he...
Did you take it?
No.
Oh.
He had a great game. So the Pistons, 41-13. I know Colum... Upset, but I'm saying doesn't want to hear it. Knicks, no way. They got swept by the Pistons this year. There's no way they're going to get past them in the playoffs. So they have to get lucky hoping that they lose, in my opinion. So we'll see. And then let's see. Other than that, Tony, you know what's crazy too? I don't know if you saw this. Seahawks, how they're selling the team. All the money is going to charity.
What?
Yeah, I think it's like $7 billion.
What charity is that? Downtime TV charity?
Let's see. Formal sale process, controls, compliance.
I
don't know.
Yeah, sounds kind of sketchy. Charity. Yeah, sounds like you're trying to avoid taxes.
Pistons missing starting all-star center and backup. Also, Pistons are
Not
dangerous. Not good. So call him. He wastes so much time. No, he just wastes so much time saying all this negative stuff about the Yankees. How about your Knicks? You're basketball like savant. But you're telling me the Knicks are going to be okay. Okay, call him.
Okay.
And then let's see. Lane Johnson, the All-Pro right tackle, returning for the Eagles next year. That's big for them. Indiana passed the bill to alert Bears from Chicago. I feel like I feel like that's not going to happen though. That's all leverage. There's no way that the Bears are going to play in Indiana. That's crazy. The Rams promoting Nate Schilhaas to offensive coordinator.
Schilhaas.
Yes, after losing Mike LaFleur to the Cardinals, obviously becoming their head coach. So, I think that's really it. But busy weekend coming up for you, Tony. So you must be pumped, right?
Yeah, dude. Starting early, often tomorrow morning. We got some Six Nations rugby going on. England versus Ireland, 9:30.
There you go.
So you better bet that the castle over there is gonna be pretty packed. A lot of Irish guys.
Gotta get a seat.
Yeah, dude. Sometimes the bar you can't even.
Yeah,
but it's all right. They got plenty of TVs.
Might be tapped by the time you get there.
No.
Stop.
Don't even say that. Dude.
Update from Italy, Finland, 1-0, second period.
Oh,
Wouldn't
shit,
that be
dude.
something if the Canadiens were able to get to the gold medal game? That would be something.
That would be a shame, dude. No Crosby.
Not good.
Can McDavid be the captain? I don't know.
I don't know.
He really have it in him?
I don't know. So we'll see. But wow, I have to say the week flew by, Tony.
Absolutely.
That's for sure.
Great week of shows.
Great week it was. All the calls this week too.
Love it.
Tommy was tremendous today.
Chief was awesome.
Of course. We really appreciate everybody who tuned in and continues to comment, like, and subscribe. All of the archives on the YouTube page, Tony, Michael, Renee, and Jay in costume, the merch at DowntimeTV.com. Want everybody to enjoy the day, enjoy the games. Let's go Yankees.
Let's go USA.
And we will see you on Monday.
Hey guys, Tony here from Downtime TV checking in. I want to thank all our fans out there who's been liking, subscribing, sharing our content. You guys are the best. You guys are our bloodline. You make us love what we do. Thanks again.